Welcome back to Detroit Wants to Know. We're now at the Turkey Grill on Woodward Avenue, just north of the New Center area. And I've got my good friend, Sabrina Cronin, with me. Sabrina, before we start with the question I have, I see you're in this magazine where people can finally read about you. The Unknown Attorney gets in the magazine. How was it doing this article?
It was fantastic. I had the time of my life.
And this is?
Ideas
Magazine, brand new magazine.
Brand new magazine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know I'm going to test you now.
Yeah, okay.
Sabrina, there were 91, according to Michigan State Police, there were over 91,000 domestic violence victims in the state of Michigan. Over 64,000 of them were females, but over 26,000 were males. Sabrina, what's going on here?
Domestic violence happens to many people, all walks of life, all domestic areas of life, social statuses. Nobody is immune. It happens when two people who've been in a domestic relationship or live together fight, and they call the police, and then someone ends up getting charged, usually.
Have you ever dealt with a case where a man has been the victim?
Yes.
Of domestic violence?
Absolutely.
Now, I saw one this summer. I actually saw a young lady with her best friend hop on my friend's boat and beat him. And then they started shooting. But that's the only time I've ever heard of a man being beat up by a woman in a domestic violence case. I don't think they filed charges or anything, but go ahead.
Well, it happens quite frequently, actually. Sometimes it happens where the man may be verbal and start something verbally and get in the woman's face, but then if the woman, pulls the first punch, if you will, or slaps or kicks or scratches, and then oftentimes, if a woman calls the police, but the man has all of the bruises, the scratches, then sometimes the woman is the one getting charged, even if the man starts it verbally or gets in the woman's face but doesn't actually touch that woman.
So is it safe to say men are becoming more victims of Taibo and Zumba?
Well, yeah, I mean, if there's a heated argument and, the woman is not immune from getting charged. The police will do their due diligence, they'll look into the case, they'll talk to both parties, and they'll then write the ticket or charge the person that they feel is at fault.
So how do you fight a domestic violence case?
Well, you hire a good attorney, and I've represented a lot of different criminals in a lot of different cases, but I handle a great deal of domestic violence cases with much success. If it's a first-time offense, typically they're allowed what they call a 76948 deferred sentence.
76948 deferred sentence?
Yes, that means if you successfully complete probation, it's not on your record, if you're eligible for that. And oftentimes that's a very good way of getting off of that charge.
Okay. Do you find it more in Oakland County than in Wayne County, or is it all over the place?
The fact that domestic violence happens, it happens
91,000.
Yes, all over the state of Michigan, all over the country. But oftentimes, it's very pervasive in cases where either lower economic status, but also very wealthy families as well can be the victim of domestic violence. It's not immune.
Okay. So if you're a victim, male or female, how do you contact Cronin Law?
Please call me at 855-CALL-CRONIN, and I'm happy to help.
That's 855-CALL-CRONIN.
855-CALL-CRONIN.
Okay. Sabrina, one last question. You've been raising your media profile. You've been with us for 3 years now, and you're raising your profile. Have you seen it get any easier on the victims, or is crime still increasing, or what's going on here?
Unfortunately, crime is increasing, and just because we're in a better social climate, if you will, we've seen the economy shift. We're not in such dire straits as we were, but unfortunately, crime is still rampant, all types of crime, and until we can get our values as a society better and we move our country forward, crime will always be there.
Okay. Well, Sabrina, I want to thank you for coming down this week.
Thank you, Steve.
I love this magazine.
Thank you.
I love it.
Enjoy.
I had a great chance to read it.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with the operations manager of the Turkey Grill, George Lyles.